Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. In this video, we will learn that how to work in Stata software, like a very comprehensive and very best software for particularly for analysis, in which we could do thousands of tests and multi-level analysis. So let's start with the first option, very much important. That is how to transfer data to Stata, and then how to find out descriptive statistics and correlation test, regression, etc. So let's move towards this data. I'm using Stata 12. Okay, this is actually Stata. Introduction to this data. Here you will find out commands. The commands that you will enter here, you will have the history of all the commands over here. The next is the number of variable. This will be the variable list, and this will be the label, the detail or the information of the variables. And here you will get the different properties of the variable that you have imported here. Okay, let's start with the one data set. Import the data set, and we will see all the characteristics. The results of the different command that you enter here and execute it will be available here. Okay, let's go towards the file menu, and then import a spreadsheet. Okay, then go to browse. Where is the file? Where the file is located? So my file is located, actually, again, let's do it again. Desktop, then basic econometrics, and then second class. Okay, the data file that I'm going to use is the age, education, and income. Okay, click on this and then open. Now do remember, you select here. You can see that the serial number, the wage, education, and age is actually considered as a variable, as a serial number. In the serial number, you select the click here, and you will see the difference. Now this has been selected as a variables, and it has been removed from the first line. So now probably you will not have any problem if we will not select the first row as a variable. So these are quantitative, these are not quantitative data, and it will be treated by the software as a quantitative data. So it will give an error. For example, we have a trial. Okay, select OK, and now go to the data sheet. We can see, we can access the data sheet here. We can click over here, and we can see the data sheet. Okay, this is the data sheet, this is the spreadsheet. Now you can see that all of the data is red or pink. The reason is that data is not okay. Why? Because the software considers the serial number, the wage, and the age as a non-numeric data, and non-numeric data is not acceptable in the spreadsheet. So that's why this data it cannot be used for analysis purpose, and this will give an error. For example, let's suppose I want to find out the summary. Summary of what? Summary of A, summary of B, summary of C, and summary of D. These are the variables, and this will give an error. Variable are not A not found. So this is just because of the reason that the data that we have imported is not compatible with this data. So now let me clear the already data that we have entered. How to remove the data that we have entered? One simple command, that is write down just clear over here, and you will find that no data is available over here. Like we have now a data, but after clear and then click OK, enter. So no data, there are no item available here. And you can see in the command menu that you can see here that you have one command, and that is clear. And now you can see here that the clear has been run, executed. Now if you go to see that either the data has been removed or not, so just click over here and then see that the spreadsheet is blank and it is having no data. We can see the same from here by putting just edit command, edit, and then click over here. You can see the spreadsheet is without any data. Now close it, and again go to the file and import the file, Excel file, and now select the file, and now click here, import first row as a variable, and now click OK. Now we are having the variable data that is available: age, serial number, wage rate, education, and age. Now if you want to see, and the detail is over here that the file has been imported from E drive, and this is the folder and the subfolder, and the data is in the form of Excel. Now it has been the first row has been treated as a variable. Now you can see the command run over here, and this is the outcome, and these are the variables. Now let's go to the spreadsheet and see that either the data is again in red form, or either it is in a black color available or compatible to the Stata software. So now we can do it in two ways. Number one, we can click over here, like let's see the data. Okay, this is the data. Now this is serial number is one variable, wage rate, education, and wage age, and you can see that the data is in black form. If the data is in pink form, again it means that it is warning and it is not compatible to the Stata spreadsheet. These are the variables, and these are the detail of each variable. If you click on the variable, you can find out the detail coding and the detail of the variable. Okay, now close it, and we can do the same. We can see the same by just giving a command, that is edit. So you will have the same spreadsheet, or even you can do it by moving over here, like we have given a command. This is history of the command that you have already executed while using the Stata. Let's suppose I want to execute this edit command. I will just click on it. The command will be, by default it will come here, and when I click, I will get the data. Okay, now let's do the analysis with the Stata. We learned that how we can put the data into the Stata. This was one way to import the file. Now let's see another way of importing the file. Now let me close this views first. Do you want to save the data? Okay, let me explain as well, this as well, that if let's once we have imported the data, now I want to save the data, so that next time when I open the data directly into this data, rather than going to the Excel file, importing the file and then using it. So I'll just simply click over here, and then will click on the save button. Now where the data will be saved, where you want to save the data. So I want to save the data in desktop, and desktop basic econometrics, and in basic econometrics class second, and the class second. Now I will give here a data name. The data name is, let's suppose this is an example file. I will call it as example file, and then click it save. So now the command is to showing that the file has been saved into this folder, and this with the extension of DTA. Now we can see the file. You just simply go to the file, and you can see here. When I will just double click on this data file, automatically it will open in Stata version. Now you can see here the file is open. You can see these are the variables, and I can access the data by clicking just edit, and I can see the file. Okay, this was how we can import the file. Now we can directly put, I want to remove this data. Now I want to remove this data, just put it clear, clear. The data will be clear, the data will be removed from here. Okay, now another method of putting the data into this data is just to copy the data from any data set and directly paste it into the editor. Like I just click on the editor, I have the editor. Now I will copy the data from any of the Excel file. For example, like I have a data, any of the data you can copy and you can paste it. Like suppose this is the data that I want to transfer it to Stata. So just open the file, and I will select all, copy, Control C. Okay, all the data has been copied, and now go to the Stata editor menu. Okay, now I will put it here. I'll put it here, and will click paste. Now again, very much important. Now I must select, treat the first row is a data, or treat the first row is a variable name. Treat the first row is a variable name. And now you have a data. Again you have a data. You can save this data by clicking just save, and now again tell the data that where the data should be saved. So I will ask that example 2, as we have already example 1. Now the data has been saved. Now I can use this data for analysis. The first analysis that we normally do with the data is descriptive statistics. Okay, very much important statement is Like Stata is working on command, but it's also it can be used manually, and you can have many varieties of tests in the Stata. Like you can see the diversity of the different tests that can be conducted with the Stata. So even you can run a command, or either you can use the statistics option and you can perform different tests. For example, the first test that I'm going to perform is descriptive statistics. For descriptive statistics, you just put the command summary SUMM and then put the variable. How we can put the variable? Either you can write the variable name over here, or either you can click over here. Like for example, I want to transfer the wage rate and I want to find out the summary. So just click on this button, the wage rate will be transferred here. Or I can do the same, like I can write it EDUC by just typing it with the keyboard, or education age, and then just click. You will get the descriptive statistics. You can see the command, this command has been executed. The command is can be seen here, and the descriptive statistics are here. Like you can see that the number of observation, the variables, number of observations, 310, 310, 3010. Mean value of the wage rate is 577. The standard deviation is this. The minimum value of the wage rate is 100, and the maximum value is 2404. You can copy the results, like just simply right click on this, copy the table, and you can paste this data in any of the file in which you are interested. Like let's suppose I have opened the file and I will simply put Ctrl V. Now I have the data over here. Okay, these are how we can transfer the data. Okay, now I'm just interested to run the same test with from here, the statistics. Now go to the statistics, and then summary, and then summary descriptors, and then summary statistics. Click on here and define the variable. Now how you should tell the software that in which variable you are actually interested. So you define the variable. Again, you can click over here and select the variable. Like I'm interested in wage, I'm interested in education, and I'm interested in age. Now all the variables selected, and then click above, and then say submit. You will get the results. Okay, I get the results. You can see these results are come. Again, the same command has been run by the software, that is summarize wage, education, and age. And in short we can write SUMM. So we can see the same descriptive statistics. Either we can run it from the command, or either we can run it from the this toggle button and menu options. Okay, now how to find out correlation? So for the correlation, you just simply write down the command CORR, and then put your dependent variable, put your variable of interest. Like for example, I'm going to write out wage and EDUC and age. So now click, you will get the correlation. The correlation between the wage and the wage is 1. The correlation between the wage and education is 0.3, and the correlation between the wage and that of the age is 0.29. The correlation between the education and the wage is 0.39. The correlation between the education and the education is 1, and the correlation between the age and the wage is 0.2973, and the correlation between the age and the education is minus 0.8 0087, and the correlation between the age and that of the age is 1. So this is how we can find out the correlation. Simply copy, select it, copy it, and then you can paste it. You will get the results, and you can now interpret it, that what is the correlation. The correlation of the wage and the wage is 1, and the correlation of the education is positive, and both the variable move together by 30%, and that of the wage and that of the age is 29%. Now this is how we can compute the correlation. Now how we can compute, how we can execute the regression? So just simply a simple command reg, regression, reg, and then first write down the dependent variable. For example, I assume that the wage rate of the individual depends upon the education and the age of the individual. Means the higher is the age, expectedly the higher will be the wage, and the higher is the education, the higher will be the wage. So this is actually the assumption. So I told the command is reg and wage education dependent variable and independent variable, and then click just click. You will get the regression results. These are the regression results. Like you can see, the command has been here run, and this is actually the results. Now this is the results of the F test. These are the F test computation. The number of observation, the F test value is how much? More than 4, and its p value is also less than 10%, 1%, or 5%. So it means it is significant. The overall model is statistically significant. R square shows that it is 18%. So 18% changes in the individual wage is explained by these two variables, and the rest are the other two variables. We can see here these are the betas, and this is constant. And these are the t values of the beta. This is t values of the another beta, and these are the p values. And these results shows that the education and the age has significant impact